everybody. We got 10 minutes to game time. Let's all gather around.
Shout out to WKRP in Cincinnati.
Nice.
Ellie De La Cruz.
That's awesome.
Orale Bateau.
That's amazing.
And the legend, Mr. Johnny Bench. Damn. 21 out of 25 on the Orale, Johnny Bench, and Ellie. That's what I'm saying, good sirs. Thank you, thank you.
Is that a throuple?
That's a thruple on a card, that's right. Oh, my brother. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junkwax nasty. Buddy. Holy guacamole. Damn. That pays for your entire order. Done. That is a super short print on-card auto Jackson Churio. Damn, brother. All right, pobrecito Altuvito. John McDonald. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junkwax nasty.
Nice.
Bo frickin' Jackson.
Hell yeah.
Not Cocoa Crisp.
I mean, heck.
Ready, down, put.
Play Tecmo metal version.
Sleeve up the Acuna.
I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just an imagination.
What? I am literally crying right now. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Number to 75. Julio Rodriguez on card auto. Ah! Holy shiitake mushrooms! Amazing! Oh my gosh! My friends, my head is gonna explode! Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Last on print, 4 out of 5. Almost last on print anyway. Penultimate on print.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
I could not agree more. Twinkle Doe. Good to have you tonight, my man. There you go, LVBZ. Boom, shakalaka. Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. Junkwax nasty. Congratulations, felicidades, Cesar Mendoza. Yes, for the Mets. Oh! Are you kidding me? Mike George, the co-creator of 5 for 5 Baseball, just hit a hawk. Numbered to 10. Wow. Would you just look at it? That is sick. Peanut butter and jealous Mike George. Wow, buddy. Absolutely beautiful. Hand numbered to 10. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. On opening day, an absolutely beautiful Michael Jordan SP1. Love it. There we go, my friends. Oh, I'm so glad you're here to see that.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Congratulations, Bree Imus. In my humble opinion, the best baseball player that walks the planet Earth today. And that is numbered. Gum back parallel first on print. Wow. Congratulations, Bree Imus. I just got instantly more jealous. That is amazing. First on print to 199. Congratulations, Bree Imus. That is sick.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God! Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Wow. Oh my Lanta. Kevin O'Brien. Bro. Andrew Shumper's head might explode. Oh my Lanta. Kevin O'Brien. You win, sir. Number 210. Bernie Brewer. Topps Dynasty. Relic autograph. I know. I know.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Junkwax! Nasty. Congratulations, Kevin O'Brien, my brother. You win, good sir. Out of a Celebration Mega. That's right, Alex. Holy shiitake mushrooms. 8 out of 10 on the Bernie Brewer. That is magnificent, Kevin O'Brien. And I think that's good karma coming right back to you, my brother. Because you have been nothing short of amazing in this family, my man. Congratulations, Kevin O'Brien. I am so ridiculously stoked to pull that for you, buddy. Wow. That is literally the card that Andrew Shumper has been looking for. So you might have a buyer on this one, buddy, if you want to sell it, of course. And that's a big one too, bro. That is not a cheap one, Kevin O'Brien. Thank you again, my brother. Goodness gracious. Torrey Holt. Junkwax Nasty. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Holy cow there, buddy. Wow. That is not numbered, but that is still absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Amazing. Wow. I am so stoked that I could find that for you, Dylon. Name the 5 best rappers. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Because I rip hot fire. There you go, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my. Very good. Okay, very good.
Gods recognize gods. Who the fuck is that guy?
Beautiful. Yes, it was DJ. So Dylan Carter, you already know, my man. I would highly suggest a pre-grade on that bad boy, and if you want me to send this off for you, I am happy to do it for you, my friend. That is beautiful. And that one's going in a brand...
Ripping packs with greedy flames. Junkwax lives, never tamed. Cards of warriors, sweat-stained pride. Creased and battered, still we ride. Junkwax finish, chaos reigns. Trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb. The past ignites an endless bloom. Travis watches blood-soaked screens, midgets clash in violent scenes. Motion throned, thoughts take flight on the porcelain throne tonight. Harrison Bucker, Mikey cheers, kicker of dreams through countless years. Trevor beams with cosmic light, positive vibes in endless fight.
Well, good evening, you legends.
Yeah.
Junkwax finish, chaos reigns. Trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb. The past ignites an endless boom. Torn edges, yellow gloss. Holy relics, double loss. Collectors scream, no retreat. This is our world, feel the heat.
Well, hello there, Super Grover. Good evening, Brian Smith. Good evening, Matt Kenyon. J-Rod. The Hammer. Kobe Luna. Mi hermano. Domo arigato, Mr. Robert Parkinson. Roboto. Well, hello! Hi! How the heck are you, you legends? Happy hump evening. It is damn good to see you as always. I hope we have had the most wonderful Wednesday possible. Hey, what's up, Cincinnati Steve? Good to see you, my dude. We should probably start the show like this. Shall we? It's Danny. Good evening, Senor Rendon. How you doing, big man? Always good to see you, too. Me, San Antonio hermano, Kyle Willard. Good to see you, you handsome son of a gun. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, my dude. Good evening to my cousin, Brister Brandon Daigle. What's up, brother? Excellent to see you. Uncle Smitty. Yeah. Folks, I got to close that door. That's better. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to draw attention to a new shirt that I have on tonight. Do we have Jeffro Toe in the house this evening? Do we have a Jeffro? Shout out to Jeffro. So like I said yesterday, my dear friends, we received a magnificent package from Jeffro Toe. In that package, there was 3 shirts and 1 mat, like a walking mat, like the one that goes in front of your door. So one of the shirts was this one right here. Pretty damn cool. Shout out to Jeffro. And then I wore the other one he sent, I wore that last night. And then he also made a pretty sweet one for Mrs. Junkwax. And you'll see that one probably Friday night. Friday night, I should say. Oh, there you go, Jeff Hansen. Close, but no replacing old Jeffro. Jeffro is a one of one. Good evening, J-Rod. What's up, buddy? I was going to say, I thought you had to work tonight, you legend. But that is not a problem, my man. I'm definitely not complaining. It is always good to see you, you handsome son of a gun. As always, legends, happy Wednesday. It is wonderful to see each and every one of you. Good evening, Kevin Ward. Shout out to the entire Ward clan. Good to see them all. So, folks, we have an action-packed hump evening ahead of us. As always, if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag yourself down something to rip, I am happy and humbled to rip it for you. Threaten me with a good time. We also have not one, not two, not three, but 4 juicy breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com. So please feel free to head on over there and grab yourself a spot. I know a lot of you were heavy on that 2022 Donruss that we had last week. I put another one up there for you. There you go. Good evening, Mark. How is our favorite wheels of the family? It is damn good to see you, my dude. Hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday. What's up, Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite? Damn good to see you, too. You sexy beast. All right, legends. So, I think we've had our evening salutations. I think we've given enough time for all the important people to be here. As always, I cannot thank you enough for being here with me tonight. I would not be able to do this without each and every one of you. And I mean it. So, let's start this evening the best way we know how, with some of that nectar of life. But first, let's get some tunage going. Oh, my Lanta. Actually, you know what? I forgot I have a 3/4 full spicy water right here. And we'll bust a new one here in a minute. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love spicy water. Good evening, Mr. Kickarillo. My brother in recovery. It is damn good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, my dude. Anything new or exciting to speak of, my friends? Good evening, Andrew, Mr. McFadden, our brother from down under. Some new boot gooseman. Always good to see you too, buddy. All right, folks, we busted into that spicy water. Shout out to all the family watching over there on YouTube, Kick, Facebook, and TikTok tonight. It is wonderful to see each and every one of you as well. Matter of fact, let's pop out some TikTok chat so I can see you. There we go. Shout out to Mr. Home. I sincerely appreciate the bits, you legend. I see Mr. Kickarillo over there and El Kukui hanging out over there on TikTok. And we are already up to 130 likes over there. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. I sincerely appreciate it. Good evening, Matt Kenyon. Oh, thank you, my man. I switched that over the weekend, so it has been that way for a couple of days, but I cannot thank you enough, my dude. So a lot of you know, we're in a brand new studio, and I am slowly but surely tweaking everything to get it the way we need it. So thank you for bearing with me through many adjustments that we will have over the next couple of weeks. Okie dokie. You know what we must do before we bust into our website. We got to bust into that very first pack of juicy junkwax. And I got a nice one to do tonight, my friends. Let's bust into a brand new box. 1986 Tops Mini Liters. Let's see what we can find. Good evening, Dylan Carter. How you doing, big man? Always nice to see you, my man. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. All right. First pack of this wonderful Wednesday evening. And folks, this gives you plenty of time to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com if you would like to snag yourself down something. And by the way, humongous shout out to Mikey, who has now put our break images, we'll say, into the screen there. That's pretty damn cool. Shout out to Mikey1. So folks, you can actually see the breaks right there. That's pretty cool. I like it. And shout out to Brandon Daigle, Travis Lindblad, John Clunan, and J-Rod, who made purchases from the website. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, here we go. Got a little promo. Ooh, how about a checklist? A little sticky. Ah, Mr. Lance Parrish for the Tigres. Mr. Daigle, I see you over there, brother. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. I love having some presence over here on TikTok. Thank you, big man. How about No Sweat, Mr. Pine Tar himself, George Brett. The Cobra, Big Dave Parker. And actually, that was... one more. It was stuck together. The Iron Man, Cal Ripken. Who knew? Nice little pack there, my friends. I don't want to throw shade at Lance Parrish, but besides Lance Parrish, that's a Hall of Fame pack there, folks. Okie dokie. First pack of the evening in the books. Good evening, Travis Lindblad. It is excellent to see you as well, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. What's up, James Erickson? It is 7 p.m. Pacific. Actually, it's 5:53 Pacific, if my memory serves me correctly. All right. First pack in the books, you legends. So I have to share with you, myself and Mrs. Junkwax got almost everything out of the old apartment. We are so close. We'll have a couple more loads to take tomorrow, and we're going to be good to go there, folks. So you know that is what has been occupying my brain for the last month or so, and I am so ready to be done. I am not going to lie to you. I will not fake the funk. I'm kind of over-moving, folks. You know, I pride myself in being a ridiculously, sometimes annoyingly positive human being, but gosh dang it, I am human, and moving sucks. That's right. Thank you, Dylan Carter. We are almost there, my man. We're so close. We'll get there. We're in the home stretch, gosh dang it. All right, legends. I am going to refresh that shop for the very first time on this wonderful Wednesday evening. Let's see where we're at. Oh, yes, it is, Dylan Carter, especially if you've been somewhere for the better part of a decade. We have been in that apartment for 8 years, myself and Mrs. Junkwax. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. Trevor Taylor, I'm sorry, buddy. But you know what, Trevor Taylor? I just happen to have another pack right here, so maybe we'll bust into 2 Juicy Junkwax packs. All right, I see Mr. Robert Parkinson taking our first spots in our 2022 Donruss. Thank you so much, good sir. And also a spot in our Panini Prism, box number 14. So, folks, if by some act of the universe we can fill any of those breaks tonight, I would love to bust those breaks tonight. Threaten me with a good time. My friends, I appreciate you bearing with me for just a couple of seconds here. I got to lock in some spotch. I'm coming to play the schlotch. All right. In Panini Prism number 14, taking spot number 1 is Robert Parkinson. And then the very first spots in our second box of 2022 Donruss Baseball. That is 5 and 10. My man. Got you locked in there, Mr. Parkinson. Thank you again, good buddy, for getting us started on that one. I see you, Mr. Kenyon. Good evening, Boston Bill Cormier, my brother from another mother. I hope you and Jules are having a wonderful Wednesday as always. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the OG of the family, Mr. Jerry Bellicards, gracing us with his presence. It is damn good to see you, you handsome son of a gun. How you doing, Jer Bear? I'm just locking in some break spots, my friends. I appreciate you bearing with me for just a momentum. All right, I got Robert Parkinson locked in. Next is my cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle, taking a 2024 Panini Prism Live Golf Blaster Box. I smell our very first family rip of the evening, possibly. Actually, never mind. Travis Lindblad is going to be our very first family rip of the evening. Thank you so much, Mr. Hollywood Cole. If I can find the golf. Aha! I swear to gosh, my friends, it's a new game that Mrs. Junkwax plays with me. There you go, Mr. Daigle. Hey, what's up, Mikey1? Your ears must have been burning. I was singing your praises a few seconds ago. Good to see you, my dude. I am glad you were doing well, Jer Bear. I appreciate the positivity, big man. It is so damn good to see you as always, my brother from another mother. All right, Brandon Daigle, thank you again. Ooh, and actually, thank you again, Brandon Daigle, taking down the Mets in our big boy break. Remember, my friends, that is 6 hobby boxes, 22 autographs or more. And my point, folks, just to let you know, I will always be transparent with you. My goal is to eliminate bad teams when you get 6 boxes like that. And I'm happy to show you those boxes here in just a momentum. All right, got you locked in there for the Mets, Brandon. Thank you as always, my dude. Dylan Carter says, I picked up my first case of Waterloo sparkling water, had to give it a try. What flavor did you get, Dylan Carter, if I may ask? All right, got you locked in, Mr. Daigle. Thank you as always, you legend. Next, we have Mr. Hollywood Cole Travis Lindblad. Taking down some 1988 Donruss. How about 6 packs of 1988 Donruss? Let's see if we can't find you some Mark Grace. Ah, cherry limeade. Nice, buddy. I got to be honest with you, I have not had the cherry limeade flavor. I've only had my black cherry, grapefruit, blackberry, and there's also one called summerberry that's pretty damn good, in my humble opinion. All right, let me grab some packs here for the big man, Mr. Travis Lindblad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Thank you as always, Travie Trav and the Travie Bunch. All right, legends, I think we have our first family rips of the evening set. Let's do it. Let me snag myself a little sippy here first. Travis Lindblad, are you ready, my man? And Mikey, since you are here now, my brother, I want to sing your praises while you are present. I was telling everybody here in the family, I was singing you from the rooftops for putting those images into the scene there. So for those of you that do not know, those little things right there are brand new. And shout out to Mikey for putting those in there. I appreciate it so much, buddy. And you legends just hit 100 messages over here on chat already. And we only started a few minutes ago. Goodness gracious. I think it's going to be an amazing evening. All right, Mr. Lindblad, you know it is tradition to pull that pack number 4 to the side. Let's do it. As always, you legends, it is so damn good to see you on this wonderful Wednesday evening. If you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag yourself down something juicy to rip, threaten me with a good time. First pack magic, and we start with Stan the Man. On the puzzle, shout out to Johnny D. Good evening, Cousin Vinny and the 2 Utes. How you doing, big man? How about the Chicken Man, Mr. Wade Boggs? Wegman. A Lance in the streets, but a Larry in the sheets.
Giggity, giggity.
Good evening, Chad Needham. How you doing, big man? Always good to see you, you handsome son of a gun. Thank you for being here with us tonight. AVS, not AVN, AVS. How about a Randy Bush for Minnesota? Willie Upshaw, Lee Gutterman for our Seattle Mariners. And fun fact, my dear friends, we actually have a personalized card filled out to the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club from this gentleman right here. Pretty cool. The Hawk, Andre Dawson for the Cubbies. Take Robbie Thompson, take my best friend Bo. How about Robbie Thompson laying down the bunt for Rob Richardson's Gigantes? Mikey Diaz. Stillwell. Dave Palmer. Randy is always ready. The Wiz, Mr. Ozzie Smith, and shout out to Trevor Taylor, who we pulled a magnificent 1 of 1 just a couple of days ago, you lucky ducky. And Glennon Wilson in those powder blues for the Fightin' Phillies. Excellent. There you go, J-Rod. You got that reference.
Giggity, giggity.
All right, nice first pack there, my dude. And hey, Mikey, would you do me a solid, Mikey 1, and go ahead and start the bot, my man, because I definitely did not. Oh, I think you just did, good buddy. You read my mind. Get out of my head there, Mikey 1. Zach and the Swiss Family Robinson, good evening. Linda says, I miss your shelf unit. What shelf unit are you talking about, young lady? I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Stan the Man. Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko over there on TikTok. Thank you. The Man, The Myth, The Mustache, Jack Morris. I mean, that thing is good. That thing could filter krill, if you know what I mean. Juan and Emilian Nieves. Eric Bell. Richard Dotson. There we go. Shout out to Jeffro one more time this evening. His PC, Mr. Jack Clark. Wander Franco's daddy. Just kidding. John Franco. Icorn is Finkel. Finkel is Icorn. Jeff Reardon. Mikey Morgan. Back-to-back Mikeys with Mikey Campbell. That is a rated rookie for our Seattle Mariners. Jody. That's the guy all my drill sergeants told me was home with my girlfriend during basic training. Sid Fernandez for the Mets. Perennial all-star pitcher Mr. Chris Bosio. Mike Krukow, commentator extraordinaire. And oh, folks, if you can't nip her, and you can't nep her, and you can't sell her, and you can't widen her, and you can't walk her, and you know damn well you can't Stottlemyre, and no matter how many times you have asked very nicely to Gleber in the Torres, she won't let you. You can always just kip her with old Bob Kipper, who looks like he stepped out behind the dugout for a little puffy before picture day, if you know what I mean. Could blindfold that guy with string. Ah, Linda. So she says where all the packs sat on. Oh, so you're talking about the old studio, Miss Linda, where I had all the products behind me? I'm with you. Now they're actually close to me and I can grab them instead of turning around so you guys, you ladies and gentlemen, don't get any long looks at my derriere. That costs extra. We're going to put that on Patreon. I'm just kidding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to it. Ooh, Mikey Koba says we have 4 left in the prison break? Really? I would love to bust into that little bad boy tonight, you legends. Threaten me with a good time. Okay, here we go. Stan, the man on the puzzle. Shout out to Johnny D. I see you, Linda, you dirty birdie. I appreciate that so much, young lady. Thank you. Where in the world is Benito Santiago? Kevin is always a little gross for the Fightin' Phillies. Bob Forsch from Dunder Mifflin Paper Company. How about Michael Scott? Legend Wally Joyner. Danny Tartabull, former Seattle Mariner. Plesac. Ray Knight. Tom Brookins, that is Uncle Smitty's twin brother. Twice removed. Sosha. Mikey P. Scott Baio. Mickey Tettleton with the fattest chaw. Goodness gracious, bro. Did you take the entire bag of Red Man? And last but not least, Bobby Witt Sr. And no sweat, Mr. Pine Tar himself, George Brett. Looking baseball ready. Nice little pack there, my dude. If I do say so myself. Let me snag myself a little sippy here. Mr. Panarello, welcome back, my dude. That's right. You know it, Linda. All right. Back to it. As always, you legends, I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for being here with me tonight. It is damn good to see you. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. So as most of you know, we are moving out of our old place. And this entire day, I have been looking forward to being here with you. So thank you all. Stan the man one more time. How about Jim DeShays? Somebody bang a trash can for Trevor Taylor's Astros. Greg Matthews. Aw, that's a bummer, Linda. Mr. Biasucci, welcome back, my brother. Good to see you. I'm sure he'll make his way down here eventually. I do not think it's an if we meet in person, Linda. It's a when. Shane Raleigh. Rob Murphy. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy. Why am I saying Whitson? Weird. Cool Whip. Will Wheaton. Ed Whitson. Dougie Fresh. Drebeck. Scott Gereltz. Dale Murphy. That is Morgie's PC for the Braves. Brother Lynch. Ron Darley. Mikey Moore, so nice. We have seen him twice. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Julio Franco on your Diamond Kings. And Les Straker for Minnesota with Jimmy Key for our Canadian cousins. Shout out to Mr. Russell. I love it so much. Thank you, Mikey, too. I think they thought you were talking about Jalen McMillan. But hey, I'll take it. All right, Travis Lindblad, this is your very last base pack magic, you legend, before we get into your pack number 4. Oh, Linda, I'm looking forward to it, too. Balake, welcome back, Mr. Sullivan. Damn good to see you, my man. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, good buddy. All right, Stan the man. I see you, Super Grover. Fun fact, Super Grover, I got to meet that person. She came into my restaurant here in Austin. Super crazy. I have pictures, too. All right, Mark Thurman for the Tigres. Alejandro Pena. Neil Allen, that is Nick Allen's uncle. Sammy Stewart, master of the unibrow. I mean, look at that thing. He wears his mustache above his eyeballs. Damn. Stormy Davis. Baltimore's most wanted, Mr. Terry Kennedy. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Lonnie, good evening, you legend. Alan Trammell. Frank Viola. Hit him in the Steeb. Old Dave Steeb. I see you, Trevor Taylor. Mr. Scott Bradley for my Seattle Mariners. I love you all so damn much. Dunstan checks in for the Cubbies. Kelly Downs. Felix Fermin. Teddy. Danger. Powers. And last but not least, wearing a year-round sweater, old Ozzie Virgil.
Giggity, giggity.
Excellent. Lonnie, I see you over there beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Thank you so much, my dear friend. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And you have a package en route, Lonnie, by the way. The only reason I know is because I put the label on it myself. All right, legends.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Travi. And as always, my brother, one last time, thank you for snagging these down from the website and letting us rip these together. Hey, what's up, Danny? Good to see you, my dude. Ah, Danny. Actually, you know what? I wanted to talk to you, sir. So, Danny, was it you that snagged down a couple of Tops Now cards from junkwaxvintage.com? By chance? All right, good luck. Here we go, Travi. Stan the man. Ah, excellent, Danny. So, Danny, you know I will always fess up, even if it is to my detriment. I will always be transparent. All those Tops Now cards are in a box. That box is somewhere in this house, and we don't know where it is. So it is somewhere, and I sincerely appreciate you bearing with us in advance. We will find it over the next week or so, and we'll get those cards to you. I just want to let you know there will be a very slight delay, and it is all my fault. I'm so sorry, my brother. But thank you for bearing with me on that, good buddy. We'll get there. Gosh dang it, it is packed somewhere. I appreciate that so much, Danny. Thank you, brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my dude. Excellent to see you on this wonderful Wednesday. All right, here we go. Stan the man for Travi. Devin Clark, good evening. Shout out to you and Mr. Swanson. Mel, good evening. How about Jeff Treadway for WKRP in Cincinnati, rated rookie? Charlie Huff, shout out to Caesar. We have James's cousin, Tim Berkey. Tim Burke. Curtis Young. That is Big D Derek Littman's PC, Mr. Brett Saberhagen. Chris Bando. My second favorite, Oral.
Giggity, giggity.
Oral Hershiser. Mom Spaghetti. Bob Stanley. Walt Terrell with a luscious lip curtain. Even on both sides of the mouth. Look at the opacity, the girth. Something in the water there. Teddy Higuera. Mike Boddicker. Jeff Reed. Donnie Hill. And Mikey Witt. Finishing that one off for you, big man. There you go, Travis Lindblad. You know it, Danny Rendon. My brother. I love it. Thank you, Brian Smith. All right, legends, if you would allow me just a moment to put these off to the side and put Travis Lindblad's name on them. Thank you again, Travi. All right, you incredible human beings. I think we need to bust into family rip number 2 of the evening. Shout out to Brandon Daigle. Thank you as always, Brandon. Almost made me shoot spicy water out of my nose there, Cousin Benny. This close. My man. Who wants a mustache ride? I do. I want one. Is there something that me, or maybe my wife, can do for you? Because we were going way too fast. I'm used to driving on the Autobahn. All right, Brandon Daigle. My cousin, are you here? You handsome son of a gun. I just want to make sure. Mike, good evening. Shout out to Elite. Good to see you, my dude. There's Brandon Daigle. All right, legends. For the very first time on this marvelous evening de miércoles, you know what we must do. We shout grippeth. And we shout rippeth. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. Let's see if we can't find my cousin something juicy. I'm really liking these Live Golf boxes. Cards are pretty neat. I hope they expand on these. Empty box there, Brandon. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it. So, folks, right after this box for Brandon, we're going to refresh junkwaxvintage.com. If you would like to head on over there and snag something for yourself, please feel free to do so. All right, pack number 1. We have Mr. Matt Jones for the Rippers. Rookie. For the Legion, Tyrell Hatton, John Rahm, Caleb Surratt, and Kieran Vincent. For the Fireballs, David Puig, rookie. And last but not least, how about the Cock Rock?
Giggity, giggity.
Purple Schmeckel. That's a pretty one, dude. And coincidentally, Mr. Cockrock plays for Smash. That's fantastic. That is not numbered, and I am astonished it's not numbered. But beautiful card there, my brother. I can't even say that with a straight face. Mr. Coke Rack. There you go. All right, pack number 2. Starting off with the Kaleidoscope. Paul Casey. Oh, what is this? Oh, these are backwards. We got Martin Kamer on the captains. Mark Leishman, rookie for the Rippers. And the statistical leaders, Mr. Cameron Smith. 1.52 putts per hole. Moving on. Senor Ruiz. I do not believe the Kaleidoscope is a case hit. I don't think so, but I could always be wrong. How about to go with your John Rahm collection there, Brandon Daigle? John Rahm, rookie. For the Aces, Dustin Johnson, Pat Perez, Patrick Reed, and Harold Varner, the third. I love it so much, Miss Linda. Thank you for gracing us with your presence over here on Twitch, young lady. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Making my evening to see you over here. Thank you, Linda. Scott Vincent, rookie for the Ironheads. And last but not least on the Prism, for the Torque team, Sebastian Munoz, Joaquin Neiman, Carlos Ortiz, and Mito Pajeda. And that one is not numbered. Oh, hell yeah. James Berkey says there is one spot left in our Panini Prism baseball break. Looks like we might be busting into that little bad boy tonight. Hell yeah. Aw, thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate that, my dear. I know it's been a little bit of an adjustment for you folks, especially you folks that watch over there on TikTok religiously. I appreciate you bearing with me through the transition. Thank you so, so much. Good evening, Kevin Conlon. How you doing there, bud? All right, let's go. This is your penultimate pack magic. And we start with some Gooch. Old Taylor Gooch. Ian Poulter on the captains. Jinichiro Kozuma for the Ironheads, rookie. And last but not least, Joaquin Neiman on the Fearless. Mr. Daigle, and I'm glad you're doing well, Kevin. Good stuff, buddy. Always nice to see ya. This is your last base pack magic, Mr. Daigle, and then we'll bust into that pack number 4. So, folks, thank you so much, Trevor Taylor, for checking the breaks. We have 1 spot remaining in our 14th box of Panini Prism. We have 7 spots remaining in the big boy. That would be magnificent. We also have 25 spots left in the brand new Donruss break that just went live, and we have 20 spots remaining in our 2 hobby box PYT. All right, for the Crushers Golf Club, statistical leaders. 61.99% of fairways hit. That's some accuracy. Charles Howell for the Crushers. How about the Majestics? Ian Poulter, Sam Horsfield, Enric Stenson, and Lee Westwood. Oh, and we have another purple Schmeckel, and it is Bryson Rochambeau on the Fearless. Man, those are pretty. Just leaving that one up for you, Brandon. James Erickson says the Prism just sold out. Well, gosh darn it, I'm sorry, James Erickson. But don't you worry, brother. We will have another one up lickety-split.
One down, one to go.
All right, Mr. Daigle, my cousin. As always, my man, I cannot thank you enough for snagging these down from the website and giving the entire family some golf eye candy tonight. Good luck. Ooh, I think I see a numbered card back there. Gosh dang it. Gotta love pack number 4. I'm telling you. John Rahm, so nice. We have seen him thrice. Louis Oosthuizen. Oosthuizen. I thought it was Oosthuizen, but somebody corrected me. Oosthuizen. Oh. How about the Rippers Golf Club and my brother? How about another Bryson Rochambeau? That is beautiful, my man. And that one is numbered to 54. Shout out to Studio 54. That's pretty cool. I am going to sleeve and top load that one for you, Brandon. And again, my man, gotta love pack number 4. Nice one, buddy. I think that is the second low-numbered golf card that we have pulled together. Thank you, as always, Brandon Daigle. All of these beautiful cards are going in your pile. Oosthuizen. Thank you so much, Danny Rendon. Oosthuizen. Oosthuizen. Got it. I appreciate that, my man. I need all the help I can get in the golf department. That's a fact. All right, you legends, allow me just a moment to put his name on these little bad boys. And I think we need to refresh that shop. That's right, Brandon Daigle. That's right. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Didn't we find a low-numbered ROM, too? Could have sworn we did, but that could have been somebody else. I love it, Brian Smith. Tiger, woo! Shout out to each and every one of you incredible human beings over there on TikTok, Kick, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, all the family over here on Twitch. Danny Rendon, you played golf for the first time this year on Sunday. How did you do, buddy, if I may ask? Did you play a full 18 or just a niner? Or maybe even a par 3? Thank you, Brandon Daigle. I'm not crazy. Well, at least on that. All right, folks. Less talky, more rippy. Allow me just a moment to refresh that shop. Oh, wow. Really? Goodness gracious. Shout out to Brandon Daigle, Steve Holland, James Berkey, Steve Holland, Kirk Noah, Mikey 2, our brother from Down Under, Mr. McFadden. Thank you all so damn much. Amazing. So, folks, if you would allow me just a moment, I got to lock in some break spots here. Legends. If you need to use the restroom or grab yourself a fresh beverage, now would be a perfect time to do so. It's going to take me just a couple of minutes to get these locked in. That's right, J-Rod. Look, squirrel. Me? Distracted? Never. All right. Glenn Lucio, my fellow Texan, taking down the Atlanta Braves in our 2-boxer. Thank you, Glenn. Done deal, my man. My cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle, taking down spot number 19 in our Panini Prism. Thank you, Brandon. Mr. Holland, Steve-O, taking down the Cincinnati Reds in our 2-boxer. Thank you, Steve Holland. Looking for some Ellie. Beautiful. Next is Mr. James Berkey, taking 18 and 26 in our Panini Prism. Thank you, James. Next, Mr. Holland one more time. The Steve-O's so nice, I get to thank him twice. Taking spot number 14 in our Panini Prism. Thank you, Steve. And then we have Mr. Kirk Noah, taking down the the Tampa Bay Rays in our 6-boxer. Thank you, Kirkamus. My favorite former fellow Washingtonian. And by the way, my dear friends, we have a mail date to bust into tonight from Kirk Noah. We will get to that a little bit later. Somebody remind me. All right, Kirk Noah took down the Rays, and then 6, 7, and 8 in our Donruss. Thank you so much, Kirkamus. Got you locked in there. And then Mikey 2 took spot number 23 in our Panini Prism. Thank you, Mikey 2. Excellent. And I am missing 12 and 27 in the Panini Prism Baseball. So let's see who I'm missing here, you legends. Trevor Taylor, I appreciate you so much, buddy. I believe you. You are 27. That was that spot that I failed to lock in earlier today while I was moving. Sorry about that, good buddy. I appreciate you bearing with me. And then we have spot number 12. I'm looking through them real quick, folks. Thank you for bearing with me. We'll figure it out. Good evening, Jason Weddle. How are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. I'm just trying to figure out who has spot number 12. And I am almost through all the orders. Goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Danny Rendon. Sincerely appreciate that, buddy. Okay, I'm starting from the beginning. Kevin O'Brien, it is not you. Patrick Freund, it is not you. Kirk Noah, it is not you. Timbo T. Wood, it is not you. Mikey 2, does not look to be you. Randy Schmidt, nope. Mr. Rob Richardson, nope. Kilo Joe Montez, negative. Mr. Trevor Taylor, there is your spot number 27, not you. Mikey Koba, spot number 15, not you. Jason Weddle, I appreciate you asking, buddy. It's been a busy day over here in the junkyard, but I am just very, very grateful to be here with the family tonight. I will be transparent with you. 24 for J-Rod, not you. John Clunan took 11 and 13. It is not John. Robert Parkinson took spot number 1. It is not Robert Parkinson. Ah, our brother from down under, Mr. Andrew McFadden. I was looking back because I thought I missed it. That just happened a few minutes ago. Thank you so, so much, Andrew McFadden. I was looking too far back, silly me. All right, there we go, folks. Outstanding. Good to go. That is a beautiful thing. Another full family break sheet. Excuse me. All right, now that we put that fire out, I do see we have some new orders up there as well. Mikey 2, snagging the Pirates in our 2-boxer. Thank you so much, Mr. Koba. Looking for some Paul Skeens in the select. Got you locked in there, my brother. All right, we are good to go, folks. I sincerely appreciate you bearing with me for just a couple of seconds. What's up, Kevin O'Brien? Damn good to see you tonight, my brother. How are you? All righty. You know what we must do here, folks. We got to find out who gets what in our 14th box of Panini Prism Baseball. So, my friends, we are looking at 3 autographs, hopefully. Shout out to Panini. And also a huge shout out to Miss Rachel for supplying us with this sweet little dice tray. I see you, Cousin Vinny. I see you, Danny Rendon. Good guesses. Sergeant Gravity, what's up, buddy? Making my evening as always, you legend. How are you doing on this happy hump evening? We are just about to get into a juicy break, so perfect timing, good sir. Lucky number 7. Congratulations, Cousin Vinny. 7 it is. You must have that ESPN. I'll see myself out. Let's put that little bad boy right there. You should be able to see all those numbers. Oh, you know what, folks? Actually, never mind. I just realized that we can probably do this randomization just like we do the duck races, so you can actually see it on your screen, but it'll take me a little bit to set that up. So maybe we'll get that done by tomorrow. So maybe for the last time tonight, we get to use our iPad to randomize the teams. I just had an epiphany. Alrighty. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams. Right? Meow. There you go, legends. I will let you have just a couple of minutes. Good evening, Shane Kerrigan. Sergeant Gravity, I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, my man. Thank you, as always, for being here with us tonight. Thank you, Senor Ruiz. It is so damn good to see each and every one of you in the chat tonight. I got a smile on my face I can't wipe off, you legends. Chito Vera, buenos noches, hermano. Kevin Ward, that is exactly how I felt tonight. Good evening, Timbo T. Wood. Wonderful to see you, you sex pot. Excellent to see you, Timbo, one half of the Towers of Power. Gracias, Josh Williams. Excellent to see you, my dude. And hey, Josh Williams, I just, right before the show, I took your Ellie De La Cruz autograph numbered to 25. I gave it to Mrs. Junkwax, and it's coming in your next package there, good buddy. Just a heads up there, Josh Williams. I appreciate you bearing with us while I was moving. Wouldn't that be nice, Danny Rendon? I think people would give me money to keep my clothes on. About time for a brand new spicy water, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Cheers, my friends. Broast. I am glad you made it for a break, my brother. Great to see you. Happy Wednesday. Looks like J-Rod would like to trade the Fightin' Phillies for the Braves. Who has the Braves? Number 23. That is Mikey 2. Who has the Braves? Good evening to Mr. Home. Good evening, Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko. And gentlemen, as always, I cannot thank you enough for hitting me with some sweet gifts over there. Thank you so very, very much. You and those gifts are what help to keep this entire thing on the rails. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Mr. Parkinson looking to trade WKRP in Cincinnati. Really? I don't think you're going to have any problem finding somebody to take the Reds from you, Robert Parkinson. Are you sure? You want to trade away the Cincinnati Reds? That's a pretty good team there, buddy. Somebody pulls an Ellie De La Cruz autograph, your head might explode. I just... Not one to tell somebody what to do, but I don't want anybody to be taken advantage of either. Robert Parkinson, you want me to give the Tigers to whoever wants them? Brian Smith, I will give you the Tigers there, buddy. Mikey 2 is going to trade. Excellent. So, J-Rod, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. So we have Braves for Fightin' Phillies. So in number 23, you have the Fightin' Phillies. Mikey 2. And J-Rod. In number 24, you have the Braves. Excellent. Kirk Noah, did you get the Mariners? My man, beautiful, beautiful thing. And then Brian Smith. Aw, Brad Slater, you must be looking in the mirror, you legend. What's up, buddy? Damn good to see you, my brother. As always, my Canadian cousin, Mr. Slater, gracing us with his presence. Making my evening as always, buddy. All right. So Brian Smith is going to have the Tigers in number 10 from Robert Parkinson. Thank you for being such a sweetie, Robert Parkinson. I'm going to take your name off of here and put in Brian Smith. Always grateful to write your name on a break sheet, Brian Smith. Congratulations on a free spot. And Robert Parkinson, I sincerely appreciate you paying that one forward to the family. Okay, Robert Parkinson. Cincy trade for the Reds and the Nationals. Okay, so Reds and Nationals confirmed. Is that what I'm seeing? Excellent. Thank you, Trevor Taylor. Brewers for Astros confirmed. Excellent. Brewers for Astros. Astros are number 17. And Brewers are number 7. So 7 and 17. So Trevor Taylor, you have your Astros. And our family pharmacist, Rob Richardson, has taken down the Brew Crew in number 17. You are very welcome, gentlemen. Thank you, thank you. All right there, folks. I think we're probably pretty damn good. Clay Sobel, thank you for joining us tonight, my brother. Great to see you. How you doing, buddy? Folks, we have all of the legends coming out of the woodwork tonight. Damn good to see everybody tonight. Happy Wednesday. Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Top of the evening to you, my dude. And ladies and gentlemen, I must admit tonight, my Twitch chat is down. I cannot see the Twitch chat, but we have started a wonderful Wednesday evening. Hype train! As always, you legends, threaten me with a good time. If we take this hype train to hype train level 5, I am happy to give away a junkwax vintage hitbox tonight. If we take this hype train to level 11 plus, you already know what we're going to give away tonight, you legends. Threaten me with a good time if you were here last night anyway. If you were here towards the end of the show last night. All right, everybody. Trevor Taylor. So I can see my restream chat, and you guys don't know what that means. So basically, I use a program to go live to all 5 platforms, and that program puts all my chat into one stream, so I can see it all. So I can see Brad Slater's over on YouTube. Anybody that types on Kick, I can see theirs, Facebook, etc. Except TikTok. TikTok does not play nicely with other platforms. So I have to have TikTok in a separate window. So I typically have a separate Twitch chat that I can see the hype train and gifts on Twitch. Because even in my restream chat where I can see everybody's chats, I can't see gifts, I can't see hype trains. They don't come up. So there you go. Sorry about that, everybody. Gosh dang it. I feel terrible. But yeah, I lost it. And I'm going to fix it after the show tonight, but I did not have time to fix it before the show. Sorry about that, folks. Thank you, Trevor Taylor. There you go, buddy. All right, folks. I think the trading has come to a dull roar. Oh, hold on. There was one more trade that I didn't get yet. Cincy Ray, right? Nationals for Reds. Isn't that it? I think. So for future reference, my friends, when there is trading, if you could do me a huge, huge favor and put confirmed in the chat, because I look for that word. Because there's so much stuff that comes in the chat, my friends, I look for the word confirmed. So please make sure we put the word confirmed in there moving forward. Thank you so much in advance. All right, Reds for Nationals. So number 1. For number 14. So Steve Holland and Robert Parkinson. So Mr. Holland is going to have the Reds, and Robert Parkinson is going to have the Nationals. Okie dokie there, folks. I'm going to go ahead and lock in the rest of these teams. I appreciate you bearing with me for just a moment while I do so. If you need to go grab yourself a fresh beverage, maybe use the restroom, now would be a perfect time to do it. All right, Mikey 2, you have the Marlins, my man. Kevin O'Brien, Padres. Kilo Joe Montez, number 4, got the Angels. Mr. Robert Parkinson taking down the Pirates. Kirk Noah taking down our Seattle Mariners. I love it so much. I have said it before, my friends, many, many times. One of my favorite things on this entire venture is when you guys get your organic teams or your PC teams organically. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Thank you, Mikey, too. Appreciate that, bro. All right. Kirk Noah got the Mariners. Kilo Joe Montez, number 8, the Rangers. Our favorite Schmidt head, Randy, taking down the Diamondbacks. Brian Smith taking down the Tigers. Love having you in here with us, Brian Smith. John Clunan, number 11, the Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Andrew McFadden, number 12. You got the Trolley Dodgers there, buddy. John Clunan, number 13. You got the Cubbies. Mikey 2, number 15. You got the White Sox. Rob Richardson, the family pharmacist, taking down spot number 16, the Athletics. James Berkey, number 18, the Red Sox. Brandon Daigle, number 19, the Mets. Patrick Freund, our family fisherman, taking down the Royals. Kevin O'Brien, number 21, the Yankees, my man. Congratulations. They have a wonderful checklist in this product. Mikey 2, number 22, the Tampa Bay Rays. Mikey 2, number 25, the Blue Jays. James Berkey, number 26, you got the Rockies, my friend. Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite, taking down our St. Lunatic Cardinals. Shout out to Jeff Rowe and Kyle Willard. Tim Hudson, good evening, you legend. Good to see you, my brother. Our favorite Axeman from Ohio. Speaking of Mr. Hudson, the Guardians and number 29 for Timbo. The Gigantes for Timbo. And last but not least, in number 30, Minnesota for Timbo. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot thank you enough for bearing with me there for just a moment. You should be able to see that list, my friends. If you would do me a huge solid, take a gander at that list. If it looks appropriate and accurate, will you please hit me with a hell yeah in the chat? Ashley, good evening, my man. Great to see you. How you doing? Danny, thank you so much. Right back at you, good sir. Cousin Vinny, Brian Smith. Linda, that's right. You do PC the Blue Jays. You and Jason Russell. And folks, all right, I'm going to bring up Twitch real quick so I can see the damn hype train. There we go. That's better. Holy guacamole, my friends. We are at hype train level 3. 91%? We're getting close to giving away a Junkwax Vintage Hitbox tonight, you legends. Threaten me with a good time. And thank you so much, Robert Parkinson, for paying that one forward to the family, you legend. Speaking of Robert Parkinson, smacking us with 10 more bits. So shout out to Cousin Vinny, Tim Hudson, Jeff Hansen, Mark Keys, Boston Bill Cormier, Kirk Noah, Jeff Hansen, Timbo, Tim Hudson, Mikey 2, Danny Rendon, J-Rod, Ryan Fenger, Rob Richardson. Damn. Berkey the Best just smacked us with a follow button. Is that James Berkey? Did you change your name again, James Berkey? Apparently not, because I see the Big Daddy Cool. All right. Thank you so much, J-Rod. Thank you so much, James Berkey. I appreciate you so much. And Timbo T. Wood just smacked us with 5 gifted subs to the family. Thank you so much, Timbo. Timbo over there doing Timbo things. Shout out to Ankle Heels, Mr. Mud, Pretzel Time Next Door, and Harbidex. You are all now members of the family. So, James Berkey, there is a new follower called Berkey the Best. I just assumed it was you, because you are the best, sir. All right, legends. I assume that is accurate. Let's see if we can't find us some hype train luck in this break, shall we? Good luck, everybody. And thank you as always. All joking aside, my dear friends, thank you for helping us get this little bad boy filled. We have done 14 boxes of Panini Prism Baseball, and it is all your fault, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Wade Block. Wonderful to see another OG of the family. How you doing, Wade? You are just in time to see us busting into our 14th box of Prism Baseball. And folks, it is official. We are giving away a Junkwax Vintage Hitbox tonight. Empty box there, legends. Pack number 4 is to the side. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at Hype Train level 5, 9% with 3 minutes to go. So for you road dogs that were here last night, you know who you are. You know what is in that Hype Train level 11 or above Junkwax Vintage Hitbox. If you want to give that little bad boy away tonight, my dear friends, I am more than happy to do so. All we got to do is take the Hype Train to level 11. All right. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Ryan Fenger. Tim Hudson. I see you as well, big man. Ooh, yeah. Thank you, Kirk Noah.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, round 1. And we start with Francisco of the Alvarez. Geloff. Mr. Anderson. Gabriel Gonzalez, former Seattle Mariner. The Wiz, Ozzie Smith. Boston Bill Cormier, thank you so much, buddy. The man, the myth, the mustache, Mr. Raleigh Fingers. Caden Grice on the Prism. And folks, we have a redemption for this young man. I can't remember who it's for right off the top of my head, but I just got an email that they were going to be sending it soon. Oh, nice. On the blue Prism, how about Heston Kjerstad for the Orioles? There you go, John Clunan. And that one is numbered to 199 for you there, John. How about cricket star turned baseballer, Arjun Nimala for the Blue Jays? Drew Jones. Hackenberg, back-to-back Drews for the Braves. Papelbon for the Bo Sox. Don Sutton. The Big Cat. Meow. Andres Galarraga. How about Big Sexy? And a colonoscopy. Bartolo Colon. Mike Bovey. And folks, it looks like the Hype Train might be pulling into the station at Hype Train level 5. As always, you legends, I am nothing but grateful. That is 1,000% okay. Blake Walters for the Royals. The legend, Mr. Robin Yount. Shout out to the Hammer, Jeff Hansen. Ooh, how about CPB? Cool Papa Bell on the Prism. Dylan Cruz. There you go, Nationals. Robert Parkinson. Beautiful card there, big man. Purple Prism, Dylan Cruz. And that one is numbered 42 out of 99 there for you, Robert. Jackson Churio for the Brew Crew. 1/3 of the Brothers Naylor. Jun Sok Shim. Big Ben Rice. Last but not least. Couple of sleevers there, my friends. There it is, officially. The hype train is ended at an astounding hype train level 5. We have 14 new members of the family and over 1,200 bits. My dear friends, I cannot thank you enough. That is a wonderful way to get our break started on this wonderful Wednesday evening. All right, moving on. So, folks, right after this break, we will put that list together and find out who gets a Junkwax Vintage Hitbox. Round 2. How about Mikey Schmidt for the Fightin' Phillies? DeLauder. Jimmy Rollins. Juan Bin Cho. Biggio. Termar Johnson for the Pirates. How about a red wave prism? Charlie Soto. That is for Minnesota. Going to Timbo T-Wood. Oh, wow. Shout out to the Milwaukee Brewers. Rob Richardson. Damn, buddy. Would you just look at it? Jackson Churio. Scope Prism. And I believe that is to 75. Rookie. That is magnificent. Would you just look at the action on that? Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Cousin Vinny. I agree. And that is 33 out of 75 there for you, Rob Richardson. Congratulations there, brother. Enrique Bradfield Jr. Brooks and the Swiss Family Robinson. Evan Carter, rookie. Shout out to Caesar. The man, the myth, the Lasorda. Tommy Lasorda for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Mikey, too. Walker Martin. Kyle Harrison. Back-to-back Gigantes. Triple Gigantes with Matos. Dylan Cruz, so nice. We have seen him twice. Elian Soto. Noble Meyer. How about Bryce Matthews on your red wave prism? Somebody bang a trash can for Trevor Taylor's Astros. Ryan Lasco. And that is a Pulsar Prism to $4.99 for the Athletics, going to Rob Richardson. 2 numbered cards for Rob Richardson at number 2. Damn, buddy. How about Sebastian Walcott on your fireworks? Shout out to Senor Mendoza. Grant Taylor. Harry Ford, that is my PC for the Seattle Mariners. Kirk Noah, I have plenty of that one, my man. And I hope that goes to your PC. Roderick Arias for the Pinstripes, last but not least. Couple of sleevers here, folks. That Jackson Churio is sick, buddy. Rob Richardson, you already know what I'm going to say, dude. We're going to go ahead and top load that one for you, too, Rob Richardson. Centering looks solid. That is a beautiful, beautiful card, Rob Richardson. Congratulations, buddy. And Jackson Churio is no slouch. Rookie numbered to 75. That one's going in a brand new 55er. Sorry, I just have to look at that one more time. Congratulations again, Rob Richardson. Goodness gracious, my man. Dylan Cruz is going to have to move for that one. Sorry about that, Dylan. Let's move on, shall we? Oh, what? Seriously? Wow. Damn, bro. It is not very often you have me speechless. You're going to give that card away? Wow, dude. Well, Jeff Hansen, Congratulations, brother. Wow. I am astonished. Rob Richardson, bro. I cannot thank you enough for paying that one forward to the family, buddy. That is a seriously legendary move, brother. Damn. And folks, this is why I say almost every single day that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. Hard stop. All right, for Minnesota, Torrey Hunter. Mr. Vargas for the Trolley Dodgers. Gonzalez for the White Sox. Hernandez. Zimmerman. Pedroia for the Bo Sox. The Hall of Fame legend, Mr. Ron Guidry, on the Prism for the Pinstripes. Grant Taylor on the Purple Prism. Nice one for the White Sox, going to Mikey 2. And that one is numbered 31. Excuse me, 91 out of 99. Ethan Salas on the top tier. I believe he's playing down there in San Antonio right now. Fergie Jenkins. Vladdy's daddy for the Angels. Mitch Jebb for the Pirates. Yuri Perez. Max Muncy. How about the Big Hurt with the big heart? Mr. Frank Thomas for the White Sox. Bob Clemente for the Pirates, legend. Cool Papa Bell, so nice we have seen him twice. Cooler. How about Hall of Fame legend Scott Rowland on the Red Wave? Little color match for the St. Lunatics. Nice. That one goes to Trevor Taylor. Congratulations, Double T. How about Ryan Clifford for the Mets on the Pulsar Prism? That is number 499, 150 out of 499. Kyle Teal for the Bo Sox on the Prismatic. Brock Porter, Cam Collier, and a dollop of Dollander. Last but not least for the Colorado Rockies. Shout out to Danny Rendon, our Colorado cousin. Sleeving that one up for you. Both of them. I am so excited to do a little hype train race after this break, folks. All right. This is our penultimate round. Rob Richardson. Oh, wow. Well, I can't wait to see him, my man. Threaten me with a good time. All righty. So, Jeff Hansen. If that card was mine, my brother, I would be pre-grading the heck out of it. Because if that comes back a PSA 10, that can definitely be profitable. If you choose not to PC it, of course. All right, we have King Felix for our Seattle Mariners going to Kirkamus. The Roland, so nice. We got him twice. Shout out to Limp Bizkit. Hence, he is Tink. Tink Hence. Bernie Williams for the Pinstripes. The name's Dalton. Rushing for the Trolley Dodgers. Jonesy has been telling us about that young man for a while. Ryan Clifford. Our very first autograph goes to the Gigantes. Congratulations again, Timbo T. Wood. Another beautiful autograph to put on the pile that you and I have found together over the last 3 years. Termar Johnson for the Pirates on your Pulsar Prism to $4.99. That one goes to Robert Parkinson. That is $342 out of $4.99. Balake Mitchell. The Commander, Carlton Fisk. Bobby Witt Jr. Johnny Bench. All Rise, Aaron Judge. Pedro Martinez for the Bo Sox. Ichiro. Brock Wilken, stud prospect for Milwaukee. Cole Carrig. Hold the Mayo. Bob Clemente, so nice we have seen him twice for the Pirates on a Prism. Mark Bueller. Bueller on the Red Prism for the White Sox going to Mikey 2. And that is 191 out of 299. Cade Horton Heat on the top tier. Tom Seaver. The Hawk Andre Dawson for the Marlins. And last but not least, you have the legend, Mr. Sheffield. Gary Sheffield for the Pinstripes. Outstanding. We got a couple of sleevers here, folks. We got to sleeve up the Bueller, the Termar Johnson, and, of course, our very first autograph going to Timbo Teawood. Luis Matos. Kid's got a pretty good-looking autograph. Nothing to shake a stick at. All right, folks. Oh, Jeff Hansen. Smart man, brother. But I do appreciate your patience in advance, my man, because I am very, very behind on grading. But I will get caught up starting next week, my friends. And again, I cannot thank you enough for bearing with me for the month of April. It has been a doozy, and we are so close to being done. All right, legends, here we go. This is our last base pack round before we bust into those fabled pack number 4s. Chase Petty, Mr. Tom Glavine, Huizenhunt for the Gigantes, Doc Gooden, Chase Davis, Ryan Howard, Cade Horton Heat. We have seen him twice for the Cubbies on the Prism. Brady House for the Nationals. There you go, Robert Parkinson on the Blue Prism. And that one is numbered 20 out of 199. Colt Emerson for our Seattle Mariners on the Fireworks, going to Kirk Noah. Drew Gilbert, Jace Young, Brandon Sproat, Mike Pizza, my national buddy, Josh Noth, Luis Baez, Reggie Jackson, Mr. October for the Pinstripes. It's a lady, Olivia Pichardo for the Pinstripes. Our second autograph is a rookie for the Texas Rangers, and shout out to Senor Mendoza, his PC, Mr. Evan Carter. There you go. And that goes to Kilo Joe Montez tonight. Congratulations, Joe Montez. You win, brother. If you choose to sell that, you are paid, my brother. $11 spot. Snag yourself a Evan Carter rookie autograph there, Kilo Joe Montez. Thank you so much, you legend. For those of you that don't know, Kilo Joe Montez is an OG of this family. Hence, he is Tink. So nice, we have seen him twice on the Red Wave Prism. De Paula for the Trolley Dodgers on the Orange Wave Prism. That's a pretty one. And that one is numbered to 49. Nice. That one goes to Andrew McFadden, our brother from Down Under. Nice one, Andrew. I'm going to sleeve and top load that one right meow. Just a moment here, my friends. Sorry about that. There we go. Jason Messmore, good evening, my man. Number to 49, De Paula. And now that Matos just looks weird up there, not top-loaded. Let's fix that. There you go. All right, finishing that one off, my friends, we have Yohandy Morales for the Nationals on the Hype. Manny Ramirez. Shout out to J-Rod, who just got a PSA 10 prospect Manny Ramirez right here in this family. Santana, Jacob Wilson, last but not least. Alrighty then. You know what time it is, my dear friends.
One down, one to go.
Let's do it. I see you, Jeff Hansen.
Giggity, giggity.
Mr. Messmore, how are you? Rippin', flippin' ant. It is good to see you too, my brother. Happy Wednesday evening. Happy hump evening. All right, legends. Thank you so much, Mikey Koba, for bringing up our breaks there. So, Legends, we have 16 spots remaining in our 2 hobby box PYT. We have 7 spots remaining in the big boy break. That is 22 autographs or more. And then we have 25 spots left in that Donruss. Thank you, Mikey. Hey, I'm with you, J-Rod, and it's coming to you very, very soon, buddy. Mrs. Junkwax and I were packing them up today. All right, we have the man, the myth, the maze. Matt Damon. Johnny Damon. Ty Madden. Pajeda. Brucey. Donnie Baseball. And our third autograph goes to the White Sox and Mikey Koba. Grant Taylor. I think we got 3 pretty decent autographs out of that box, my friends. Not too shabby. Sleeving and top loading that one up for you, Mikey, too. It appears that all of these young men might have attended the Ken Griffey Jr. School of Autograph signing. All right, last but not least here, folks. Got to love those pack number 4s, right? How about the Big Hurt? That is back-to-back for Mikey Koba. There you go, Mikey, too. That one is numbered to 499. 72 out of 499 to be exact. Marcelo John Mayer. Buff Bagwell. How about Big Papa Pump? The Big Bad Booty Daddy. Lou Brock. Jose Reyes. Looking like a king. Milwaukee Braves, Eddie Matthews. Back-to-back Braves with Chipper. Luke Little. Buster Posey, future Hall of Famer. Johnny Farmello for our Seattle Mariners, going to Kirkamus. Nazen Zanatello for the Bo Sox. We have watched this dude grow up from Stars and Stripes, now playing in the show. Bobby Richardson, that is Rob Richardson's uncle, thrice removed, on the Prism. Oh, wow. How about Double Bobby? Damn it, Bobby, you're always whacking. Bobby Richardson on the Prism and Pulsar Prism. Nice. And that goes to the Pinstripes, Mr. Kevin O'Brien. 33 out of 499 there for you, Kev. Bryce Eldridge for the Gigantes on the hype. Sterling Caba, Eldridge, and Junior Caminero. Finishing that one off, Legends. Another juicy little family break in the books. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. If you would allow me just a moment, I need to sleeve those up. Oh, nice, Rob Richardson. There you go, buddy. Beautiful. All right, my dear friends, if you would allow me just a moment here, we're going to do a little recap. All right. Not a bad box of Panini Prism at all, my dear friends. Check this out. Frank Thomas to $4.99. Bobby Richardson to $4.99. Dylan Cruz to $99. Lasco to $4.99. Brady House to $149. $199, excuse me. Heston Kjerstad to $199. Termar Johnson to $4.99. Mark Bueller on the red, and that is to $2.99. Ryan Clifford to $4.99. Grant Taylor to $99 on the purple. Dave Paula for the Trolley Dodgers to $49 on the Orange Wave Prism. Jackson Churio on the Scope. I think that for sure wins the most beautiful card of the entire break, folks. That is magnificent. Congratulations, Jeff Hansen. Evan Carter for the Texas Rangers. Rookie autograph going to Kilo Joe Montez. Grant Taylor for the White Sox going to Mikey 2. And Luis Matos going to the Gigantes, and that is Timbo T-Wood. There you go, my dear friends. Gosh, it is astonishing that it is the 30th of April. Folks, Sawyer is going to be 18 on May 20th. My son is going to turn 18 years old. Making me feel a little old, gosh dang it. Shout out to all of my legends out there that have adult children. I'm working my way there. Seems like just a couple of weeks ago I was holding him, and now he's big and hairy and tells me no. I'm just kidding. He doesn't tell me no that much. I'm pretty lucky. Arturo, Senor Cotto, gracing us with his presence over there on TikTok. You legend. Damn good to see you, buddy. Big Z, welcome. Nice to have you as well. Addy Gucci, good to see you, my dude. Big hugs. Firm handshakes all around. Tim Hudson, thank you, my friend. Yes, it is. J-Rod, yours is going to be 31 in December? Damn, bro. You don't look old enough to have a 31-year-old. Did you have him when you were like 12? What state do you live in? I'm just kidding, J-Rod. Giving you a hard time. Good evening, David Weisel. Long time no see, my brother. How are you? It is so damn good to see you on this happy hump evening. Linda, so you get it. That's right. Travis will be 30 on June 30th. We are old Linda. All right, folks. Less talky, more rippy. Allow me just a moment here, folks. I'm going to refresh that shop real quick and make sure we're not missing anything, and we need to knock out a hype train race. Mr. Weisel, I see you snagging a break spot, you legend. Thank you so much, buddy. Mikey, you rock my face off, brother. Let me grab that right meow. Got it. Thank you, Mikey. That is uber helpful, my brother. You already know. You know we need to do a moose race, my dear friends. Best of luck to each and every one of you. There we go. There you go, J-Rod. As it should, my buddy. Perfect timing. Thank you so much, Cousin Vinny. I sincerely appreciate the positivity, my brother. All right, legends. This is the list. We have Mikey 2, Danny Rendon, Ryan Fenger, Trevor Taylor, J-Rod, James Erickson, Robert Parkinson, Mark Keys, Jeff Hansen, Tim Hudson, Timbo, Kirk Noah, Boston Bill Cormier, Cousin Vinny, Johnny D. We have 15 of you on this list. We're going 45 seconds on the clock. And we're switching this up. Hold on, folks. We're doing a moose race. I almost ran a duck race. That's better. There we go. All right, 45 seconds on the clock, my friends. Trevor Taylor. We saved those for the holidays, my brother. All right, here we go, everybody. Good luck. And they're off. Timbo T Wood taking the whole shot. We have Mikey 2 on the front side. Johnny D on the back side. Oh no, Timbo has pulled a moose string, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Hudson sniff in the front for just a moment. Kirk Noah and Tim Hudson have simultaneously fallen to the back of the pack, but we still have a lot of race to go. Boston Bill Cormier emerging from the front. Mikey 2 says, au contraire, mon frère. Taking the number 1 spot. Tim Hudson on the bubble. Johnny D in the number 3 spot. Ooh, they are pulling away from the pack, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and 3. And coming up quick is Kirk Noah, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian. It's going to be a photo finish. Kirk Noah! Congratulations there, Kirk Noah. Cousin Vinny in the number 2 spot, Tim Hudson, rounding out the top 3. Well, there you go, my dear friends. Kirk Noah, I need you to do me a solid, buddy. Kirkamus. Would you do me a solid there, brother, and choose a number? You have 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. I love where your head's at, James Erickson. Thank you so much, Patrick Freund, the family fisherman, gracing us with his presence tonight. Good to see you, Pat. All right, Kirk Noah, beautiful, brother. Number 4 it is. Thank you to each and every one of you who participated in that magnificent Wednesday night hype train. Kirk Noah, tonight is your night, buddy. Glenn! 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 What's up, Mr. Lucio? Thank you so much for snagging some break spots tonight, Glenn. I appreciate you, buddy. All right, you are just in time to see what Kirk Noah gets out of his level 5 hype train hitbox. If I can get it out. There you go. All right, my man. 2023 Bowman Mega Box. PSA 10. Junior Caminero on the Chrome. Silver Pack. Mojo Refractor First Bowman. There you go, Kirkamus. Just another PSA 10 to add to your mountain of PSA 10s that you and I have created together. Beautiful card there, my brother. I cannot agree more. Thank you, J-Rod. Thank you, Cousin Benny. That's a nice one there, Kirkamus. Hey, you are so welcome, brother, and all thanks go to you. You are one of those, Kirk Noah, that I cannot even imagine doing this show without you, my brother. Love you, buddy. All right, let me put Kirkamus's name on that little bad boy. And then we're going to refresh that shop one more time, my dear friends. It is a perfect time for you to roll over there and snag something down if you would like. There you go, my brother. And there are so many more where that came from. Robert Parkinson says, hey, Dalen, do you guys ever talk about error cards on your podcast? Not often, because error cards are not that big of a deal anymore. You know, if you think about it, Robert, back in the 80s and 90s, when you and I were coming up collecting cards, I assume, the error cards were really the only thing that was scarce, right? So the scarcity is what made those so important. So now, cards have built-in scarcity with the numbered cards, right? So I think, at least to my observation, error cards have kind of taken a back seat. You don't see very many. And if you do, it's not like they go back and fix them. So typically an error card is determined if they go back and fix it. If they fix it and then they print more cards that do not have the error, that kind of makes it an error card, right? So nowadays, if they have a printing error or something like that, they just let it run. They don't like reprint them. At least from what I've noticed. That is right, Kirk Noah. Yes, spot on. Mikey, Dalen, can you put the prismatic Arjun Namala in Linda's pile? Mikey, I would love to do that, brother, but would you do me a huge favor? Would you hit me in the DMs on that, bud? So I can refer to that after the show. I would sincerely appreciate it. It would take me quite a few minutes to go through and find it right now because it's kind of buried. And I don't want to put everybody on hold for like 8 minutes. But I cannot thank you enough for paying that forward to the family, you legend. Thank you so much, Mikey, too. Robert Parkinson. So like the Larry Bird is not really worth much? What are we talking about there, Robert Parkinson? Have to refresh my memory there, big man. Thank you, Boston Bill Cormier. You know it, Kirk Noah. In the 80s. Aw, Rob Richardson, you big sweetie. Thank you. I appreciate that, legend. Mark Keys, you rock my face off. Thank you. Glenn Lucio says, Dalen, who do you PC, my brother? Great question. I appreciate you asking. So I think I have 13 PCs now. Here we go. Shohei Ohtani, Ken Griffey Jr., Julio Rodriguez, Bo Jackson, Nolan Ryan, O'Neal Cruz, Jazz Chisholm, Harry Ford, Ellie De La Cruz, Michael Jordan, Russell Wilson, but only in a Seahawks jersey. I just added one, Durangelo Seath J, for my Seattle Mariners, and I think I'm missing one. Jose Canseco. There you go. I sincerely appreciate that, Mr. Koba. Thank you, Mikey. Trevor Taylor, I do not PC Ichiro. I do respect the hell out of Ichiro. I love an Ichiro card, but I do not technically PC Ichiro. I got to keep my PCs as down as much as I can, if you know what I mean. I try to anyway. That reminds me. We had a guy that joined our family a couple of years ago. He is no longer with us. Somebody asked him who he PCs, and he sent them 4 pages. Literally hundreds of people. And it was like if you took the top 50 of each sport and just copy and paste them, he sends them to him. Oh, really? You have 246 PCs. Wow. I love it. Robert Parkinson, the Larry Bird Fleer 1990 error card. What is the error on it, Robert Parkinson? Is it a printing error? Is it like a period after the ink or something like that? You'll have to refresh my memory on that one, my brother. Cousin Vinny. Him, Shota, and Ellie are your big 3. Solid. I do not blame you. Rob Richardson. Are Dalen's thumbs longer than his other fingers? No, sir. I don't think so. Not last I checked. Mr. Eglin, welcome back, my brother. Good to see you, Kevin. How are you, buddy? I sincerely appreciate you tuning in over there on YouTube tonight, you handsome son of a gun. All right, legends. Less talky, more rippy. Let's refresh that shop real quick, shall we? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have about half hour, 45 minutes left in tonight's show. If you would like to jump up there to junkwaxvintage.com, snag yourself down something juicy from the wall of wax, I would love to rip it for you. Stick. Hey, what's up, dude? What upgrades the new studio getting next? Good question. So, in front of me, my friends, you can't see it. Actually, if I do this, hold on, I'll show you. We have a 49-inch monitor. And I thought I was going to be able to get away with one monitor. I was wrong. So I have to put up a new monitor. So that's the next thing that's happening. I already have the monitor. It's downstairs in the garage. And I already have the arm to put it on. So that's what's coming next. And then I also need to do some adjustments to my lights up here. So thanks for asking, buddy. I appreciate you. I think we're at about 95%. We're getting close. Getting close. I also want to get myself a mat because I stand to do the show now, and I actually prefer it that way. I find I have a little bit more energy than sitting, and my back doesn't hurt so damn much because I'm sitting for hours. So I want to get one of those cool anti-fatigue mats at some point too. But I will always be transparent with you, bro. We blew a heroic amount of money over the last month, especially moving into this house. So I got to kind of pump the brakes for a while. Andrew Shumper, our family devil dog. Good evening, you legend. Damn good to see you, buddy. How are you on this wonderful Wednesday evening? Hope you've had a great one. Big man. All right, folks. We do have some new orders up there in the shop. Shout out to Mikey2, snagging a couple of spots in our 2022 Donruss. That is 2 and 22. Thank you, Mikey2. I appreciate you folks bearing with me while I write. There you go, my dude. Got you locked in, Mikey. Thank you again, my brother. Hoorah. That's right. There you go, Kirk Noah. All right. Let me fix that. Yo, Reed, what's up, buddy? Damn good to see you tonight. Hope you're having a good evening. Brandon Creasy, good evening. All right. Mr. Holm, it is wonderful to see you tonight. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Shout out to all my TikTokers. All right, next, folks, we have Mr. David Weisel snagging down the Nationals in our PYT 2-box break. Thank you so much, David Weisel. Give me just a moment here, folks. That's what I thought. Easy fix. Thank you so much, David Weisel. Always happy to write your name in on a break, my man. And we got to get Kirk Noah locked in on the Nationals in our 6-boxer. All right. So, folks, if you were not aware, let me show you something. So this is the PYT 2-box break that is up there right now at junkwaxvintage.com. We are looking at 6 autographs in that one, my friends. Also a memorabilia card in there in the Select. 2019 Bowman's Best with 4 autographs. Panini Select with 2. And then, my friends, how about the 6-boxer, the big boy? So, Legends, let's count up the autographs, shall we? 6 autographs in the Panini Prospect Edition. 5 autographs in our 2024 Press Pass. 4 autographs in our 2024 Bowman's Best Hobby Box. Autograph or relic in our 2024 Heritage High Number Hobby. 1 auto or relic in our 2022 Top Series 1 Hobby. And the pièce de résistance. Immaculate Baseball with 5 more autographs. There you go, Legends. That's a lot of autographs. So that is the 6-box break that's up there right now at junkwaxvintage.com, and we are getting so close to finishing that one off, my friends. I kind of have a hunch that we might be able to fill that overnight and maybe tomorrow. And if we do, it's going down. Thank you, Linda. So I had 22. So 6 and 5 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. And possibly 22. So 20 guaranteed autographs up to 22. There you go. Hey, what's up, Reed? Good to see you tonight, young man. Hope you're doing well. All right. Good evening, Brandon Franz, a.k.a. Johnny Utah. Hope you're having a wonderful hump evening, my brother, my co-host. All right, Legends. Let me refresh that shop one more time. Make sure Uncle Junkwax isn't missing anything. Excuse me. Ooh, David Weisel. Snagging something down from the shop. Looks like some 2022 Topps Chrome Update Hobby Pack action. Cannot thank you enough, Mr. Weisel. Oh, no worries, Linda. Stick. What are the requirements to be considered a PC? I think it's more intent if that makes sense. So if you actively try to collect one player, that can be considered your personal collection. So you could have 3 cards. Say you wanted a PC Bo Jackson, and you only have 3 Bo Jackson cards. Does that mean it's not your PC? Absolutely not. So I think it's more about intent than number of cards, if that helps. I appreciate you asking, buddy. So as I have always said, my friends, collect what you love. Collect what you enjoy. Collect what evokes emotion from you. Because if you do that, the value will come eventually. That is my advice. Not that you asked. All right, let me snag a pack for you, Mr. Weisel, and thank you as always, my brother, for utilizing junkwaxvintage.com and giving the whole family some Topps Chrome Update eye candy. I would love to find you a little Julio Rodriguez. Allow me just a moment, my friends. So, fun fact, that reminds me, Rob Richardson. He says he has possibly 50 to 100 accidental PCs. So I have said it before, my friends, many, many times on this show. There's an old player named Kevin Bass, and he is my unintentional PC. So even when I was a young man, I have pulled a ridiculous number of Kevin Bass cards. Have I ever tried to collect him intentionally? Nope. I've just found a whole bunch of them. Yep, there you go, Rob Richardson. You know it, my brother. Johnny Mesco says, I wonder who our buddy Rockets fan PCs with those 10 million cards. That's right, Johnny Mesco. I'm with you, brother. I am so with you. It's a good question, right? That dude must just have more cards than everybody. That's crazy. Danny T, Danny Ferry, and Andy Van Slyke. Solid. Solid. Those are your unintentional PCs. Beautiful. Stick. You have 300 Cal Ripken. Yeah. I know. Thank you, Stick. I'm with you, brother. And that is exactly why, my friends, that individual that I was talking about that will go nameless, some of you OGs know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not going to put him on blast. Not cool. But there's a reason he's not here anymore. Yeah. Anybody that has, or at least they say they have 250 PC players, they can go find other groups to be in my humble opinion. That's a little weird. That's a red flag, if I've ever seen one myself. A giant neon blinking red flag. All right, legends, let's go. You got Matty Chapman channeling his inner Todd Van Poppel. Royce Lewis from Minnesota. Diamond Great Frank Robinson. Those are pretty. And last but not least for you, David Weisel, Gosuke Kato. Rookie Pink Refractor for the Blue Jays. Shout out to Jason Russell and Linda, our Blue Jays fanatics in the family. George Pluitt, good evening. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you were having a happy Wednesday there, Jorge. Kobe Luna, bienvenidos, El Guapo. Thank you, as always, David Weisel. I'm also going to sleeve up your Frank Robinson refractor because it's purty. Oh, there you go, Stick. Actually, you know what? That reminds me, my friends. So, a lot of you know that I purchased a collection a few weeks back. We are still going through that collection, finding new stuff. It's kind of crazy. One of the things I found in there, my friends, is an item that was sold by Ken Golden back in the 90s, and it has Ken Golden on it, and it has Ken Golden's old company on there. I thought that was pretty damn cool. I'm going to have to find that. I found it at the old house, but I don't know where it is now because this new house looks like a bomb went off everywhere else except the studio. So we will find that eventually, and I'll show it to you. It's pretty damn cool. I think it's from like 1995. That dude has been around a while. Oh, and by the way, my dear friends, if you were just rolling up in here on this happy hump evening, you might have missed the beginning of the show where I gave a humongous shout out to our buddy Jeff Rotel. So Jeff Rotel sent us an amazing package. And oh, by the way, my friends, that reminds me, we have a mail day to get into. Looking at you, Kirk Noah. So he sent us a magnificent package. And you know what? I'll show you the mat real quick. Give me just a moment. Check this out, you legends. How cool is that? Yeah. Talking about hit me in the feels, folks. Shout out to Jeff Rotel. And he also made this shirt. Pretty damn cool, right? Pretty damn cool. So next time you all see Jeff Rotel, give that dude a virtual handshake and a big ol' hug from all of us, because that is pretty damn cool. So he made me a Junkwax vintage logo shirt in Mariners colors, which is pretty damn cool. And then he made Mrs. Junkwax a really cool shirt too. So humongous Costco economy size thank you to Jeff Rotel. All right. You're exactly right. Oh, Aqualung. Oh, you know it. All right, legends. Speaking of mail days, Kirk Noah. Cannot thank you enough, good buddy. As always, my friends, you know, there is never any obligation to send us anything, ever. But we are always indescribably grateful when you do. And I think it's only right that I rip these live, Kirk Noah. Let me put these cards to the side for the legend, David Weisel. Thank you again, D. I love ripping together, buddy. All right, let's do it. So we actually have 4... So what Kirk Noah does, my dear friends, is he buys cards from eBay, sends them directly to me for pre-grading. And I cannot thank you enough for doing it. Aw, David Weisel, much love to you, my brother. It is always so damn good to see you, buddy. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, D. So, this one, I believe, is for Kirkamus. And then we got 3 more. And I go to tell Kirk that I got these, and he says, oh, hey, all the white ones are for you. Blowing me away over here, buddy. I cannot thank you enough, Kirk Noah. So let's get into yours first, and then we'll see what you got for yours truly, you big sweetie. Excellent use of hobby armor by that eBay seller. Make sure to give them good feedback. By the way, my dear friends, if you did not know, this show is brought to you by Hobby Armor. They are a sponsor of this show. We have a code. I think it's JWV10 if you go to Hobby Armor and you use that code. We are also sponsored by BCW Supplies. So if you use JWV, I think, is the discount code. Feel free to do so. Oh, wow. Would you just look at it? Leo Dallas DeVries to 150. Bowman's Best 2024. Nice one, Kirkamus. That one is 15 out of 150 on the El Mutante. Leo DeVries. Well, Kirk Noah, I am humbled to have it in my hot little mitts, buddy, and I can't wait to get that underneath the microscope for you. And as always, I cannot thank you enough for your patience on that, buddy. I am far behind on pre-grading. But like I said, folks, I have no doubt we will get caught up starting next week. Thank you again, my brother. Oh, is that a blue lava, Kirk? I guess it is. Yes. That's interesting. Cool, though. All right, that one goes off to the side, Kirkimus. Let's see what we have in these envelopes, shall we? I love it. Thank you, Kirk Noah. Wonderful reference. Blue, you're my boy. So, my dear friends, my family, I am going to call a last call. If you would like to rip something down from junkwaxvintage.com, now would be an appropriate time to do so. As always, though, there is never any pressure. So if you do not want to spend a dime here, you are more than welcome to just be here and come as you are, my dear friends. There is never any pressure to spend any money here. All right. You legend. Seriously? Bro, you know I definitely do not have this one, buddy. How about a blue schmeckle? 1976 throwback from 2025 Topps Heritage. Damn, brother. That is gorgeous. Wow, buddy. That is centered really nicely as well. That one might be getting sent off someday, you legend. Thank you so much, Kirk Noah. Hit me in the feels over here, big man. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Kirk. Folks, I have said it before and I will say it again. I feel like the luckiest man on planet Earth. I get to do what I love with who I love on a daily basis. And that's why I say almost every single day, my friends, I would not be able to do this without you because it takes two to tango. And every single day I just have to pinch myself that I have friends like you. Thank you all so damn much. All right, card number 2. Hey, what's up, Ray? Good to see you as well, buddy. K-Swag, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. We have the big man O'Neal Cruz. 2025 Topps Heritage. I definitely do not have that one as well. Thank you so much, my brother. That's right, Mikey. You nailed it, buddy. You already know, Kirkimus, these will be in my PC forever, my man. And I just can't thank you enough for being thoughtful and sending me these cards, buddy. You did not have to do that, Kirkimus. Oh, blue parallel. Julio Rodriguez to go with that blue schmeckle. Little color match, Julio. Bro, you have outdone yourself. Thank you so much. As I just went through all my PCs, my friends, like I said, Julio Rodriguez is probably my #1 active player PC. We'll see how that goes, though, because Jurangelo J is shooting up like a meteorite. Humongous shout out to Mr. Kirk Noah for gifting me 3 cards that will be in my PC until they have to pry them out of my cold, dead fingers. Hey, you and I both, brother. I'm with you. That's how I feel about 1987 Donruss and 1986 Topps. Those were the very first packs that I ever opened as a young man. Aw, Kirk Noah. You were hit me in the feels over here, you legend. Thank you, buddy. Words do not convey how grateful I am for each and every one of you being a part of this family. smacking me in the feels there, Kirk Noah. Thank you, good buddy. Rob Richardson, you could not be more correct. Kirk Noah is a Gem Mint 10 being. That's a fact. The date is in. All right, folks. Let's refresh that shop, shall we? And you know what? I think one good turn deserves another. I think we need to do a little giveaway. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, my friends. So, folks, I got a doozy for you. And humongous thank you to Kirk Noah. If you all would like to thank Kirk Noah, because that gift, those gifts, plural, just put me in a very, very generous mood. You know I'm always in a generous mood, gosh dang it, but even more so. Let's see who walks away with a beautifully centered 1987 Donruss rated rookie Bo Jackson. How about that? That's what I'm saying, Johnny D. All right, legends. Let me refresh that shop real quick. Make sure Uncle Junkwax isn't missing anything. I don't want to be rude. All right, we are solid in the shop, legends. So, give me just a moment here, folks, so I can get to where I can type. Now, remember, my dear friends, all you have to be eligible to enter the giveaway is you must be subscribed and you must have a pile here in the studio, meaning that you have made a purchase from junkwaxvintage.com before, and I already have your address. All right? All right, legends. I am ready. Let's go. Tim Hudson. Danny Rendon. Kirk Noah. James Erickson. Cousin Vinny. Mark Keys. Mikey 1. Mikey 2. New Boot Gooseman. David Weisel. Timbo. Hey, that's okay, Timbo. I know life comes first sometimes, buddy. I have got you covered, Timbo T, with my pleasure. Trevor Taylor. Got you covered. Mr. Jeff Hansen. James Berkey. Got you, brother. Brandon Franz. You got to be in there, my bro. Johnny D. Gotcha. Cincy Steve. You've made a purchase from junkwaxvintage.com before, haven't you, Steve? Almost positive. Got you covered, brother. Thank you, Danny. I love you right back, Andrew Shumper. Ah! You Shumper. Here you go, brother. Rob Richardson. Done deal there, buddy. Thank you, Cincy Steve. I appreciate you, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Who am I missing? Tim Hudson, Danny Rendon, Kirkamus, James Erickson, Cousin Vinny, Mark Keys, Mikey 1, Mikey 2, Andrew McFadden, David Weisel, Timbo, Trevor Taylor, Jeff Hansen, James Berkey, Brandon Franz, Johnny D, Cincy Steve, Danny T, Andrew Shumper, Rob Richardson. Stick. Remind me of your name again, my friend. Johnny Mesco. Got you covered there, big man. Matt Kenyon. Got you covered. Is that you, Mr. Ball? Excellent. Thank you, Chris. That's right. I appreciate the reminder there, my man. Excuse me. Sheesh. And I sincerely hope that all of you know, if I ever forget you, it is nothing personal. I just have a lot of names up here in this old noggin. So thank you all for bearing with me. I appreciate it. All right, folks. Chris, I got you locked in there, buddy. We have 23 of you on this list. Oh, Linda, we got to get you in there too, young lady. Loma Linda. There you go, young lady. All right, folks, we are going 45 seconds on the clock. And shout out to Uncle Moosey. Let's see who wins a 1987 rated rookie Bo Jackson. Here we go. All right, we have Tim Hudson on the front side. James Erickson taking the whole shot. Loma Linda on the backside. I love it. Thank you so much, Chris. Looking forward to it, you legend. I see you, Robert Parkinson, my man. All right, folks, 27 seconds to go, and Timbo T-Wood had the lead momentarily. Linda sniffing the front. Tim Hudson going back up to the front. Couple of legendary Tims. Oh, no, Johnny D has pulled a moose string. Back to the back of the pack he goes. Goodness gracious, folks, we have 7 seconds to go, and James Erickson has a commanding lead. But Mark Keys comes out of the backfield like a moose on Colombian marching powder. Congratulations, Mark Keys. Excellent. Excuse me. Mark Keys. Congratulations there, big man. There you go. Hey, we love you right back, Miss Linda. Thank you as always, young lady. Mark, that is a beautiful card, my dude. And if that was, well, actually, that was mine. That just came out of my PC, buddy. And to be very transparent with you, I had this in the future grading pile. So I was going to send this card off. And Kirk Noah was such a legend tonight that I wanted to pay it forward to the family. So I took this one directly from my PC. It is beautifully centered. Look at that, Kirk. Mm-hmm. So, Mark Keys. If you want to grade that one, buddy, you know what to do. Never any obligation, though. Never, ever, ever. All right, let me put Mr. Mark Keys' name on that little bad boy. Congratulations, buddy. Say what? Mark Keys says gifted to Mikey 1? My brother. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for paying that forward to the family, Mark Keys. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, my friend, and that is why I say all the time that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire freaking card hobby. Right here, the JWVCC. Mikey 1, you just got yourself a 1987 Donruss rated rookie there, big guy. There you go. Caddy Jeremy Caldwell. I moved into a new house, my brother. We're in a brand new studio. Good to see you, my dude. Another OG of the family. Excellent to see you, Mr. Caldwell. You sexy beast. and umpire extraordinaire. So, yep, we're in a brand new studio. And we're still setting her up. We're about 95% complete. Still a little ways to go, though. See you, Mark Keys. Bro. All right. Well, thank you again, Mark Keys, for paying that forward to the family. Not Marquise. Oh, thank you so much, Jeremy Caldwell. I sincerely appreciate that, my brother. So Jeremy Caldwell, for those of you that do not know, Mr. Caddy down there, is an oest of OGs of this family. Been with me since the closet days. And Jeremy Caldwell, we have come a long way since those closet days, my brother. So we are in a brand new studio here. And I could not be more grateful. But I will always be transparent with you, my friends. We are still moving out of the old apartment, and moving sucks. It's not a whole lot of fun. But gosh dang it, we're in the home stretch. So we just have a couple of more days left to get stuff out of there, and we're turning in our keys to the old apartment on Saturday morning. So it's the end of an era, my dear friends. Like I said, myself and Mrs. Junkwax, we've been in that apartment for the better part of a decade. 8 years. So myself and Mrs. Junkwax have been together for 8 years. And we just got married 2 years ago. So we were actually together for 5 years before we got married. Fun fact. All right, you legends. It is 10 o'clock straight up right here in Austin, Texas, folks. So I will, again, always be transparent with you. You all know that I am always happy to stay a little late. I am not upset that the shop has nothing left. I am ready for the sack tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long day. So I love you all so, so much. Thank you all for being here with me on this marvelous miércoles. We had a magnificent morning show, and man, this show tonight has been very, very special. Again, thank you so much, Kirk Noah, for gifting me those beautiful cards, buddy. Seriously hit me in the feels over here. Danny T, thank you so much, big man. It is always nice to have you. Sincerely appreciate that, Andrew Shumper. Thank you, bro. Mikey, you are not wrong, my man. So fun fact, my friends, for the last 3 years or so, since we've been chucking Wander Franco, I made jokes, facetiously, about how we would find all those Wander Francos someday when we moved. That happened. I actually took pictures of it. And Mrs. Junkwax was finding more Wander Francos today. And we've been cleaning out the house for like a week. They're everywhere. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, lots of wanders. Not all who wander are lost. All right, legends. Well, thank you again for another wonderful Wednesday. I am looking forward to seeing each and every one of your shining faces bright and early tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, same junk time, same junk channel. And my friends, you already know, we get to do it all over again tomorrow morning. So, my friends, friendly reminder, we do have some juicy breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com. We are getting so close on that 6-boxer with possibly 22 autographs. We also have a 2-boxer up there. A little PYT action. Plenty of amazing teams still left. So, if you want to snag yourself some break spots overnight, ladies and gentlemen, I will get those locked in the morning. And then hopefully we can bust into some of those breaks tomorrow. That would be sick. Miss Linda, have a wonderful evening. Mark Keys, we will see you tomorrow night as well, buddy. And I'm going to hit you guys with that brand new metal song. Shout out to Morgie. Shout out to Trevor Taylor. And shout out to Mikey One for helping us out with all those opening and closing jingles. They are so much fun. Johnny Mesco, you have a magnificent sleep as well, my dude. Matt Kenyon, shout out to you and your boy and the whole Kenyon crew. Mikey 2, have a wonderful evening, my man. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around, my dear friends. Much love and respect. And some smoochies.
Junkwax lives, never tamed. Cards of warriors, sweat-stained pride. Creased and battered, still we ride. Junkwax finish, chaos reigns. Trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb. The past ignites an endless bloom.
Hey, Ray, I see you over there on TikTok, buddy. Let's go through that Julio PC tomorrow, my man. I would love to. Sorry, I'm just seeing that comment right now, brother.
Travis watches blood-soaked screens, midgets clash in violent scenes, motion thrown, thoughts take flight on the porcelain throne tonight.
Folks, we are almost to 2,700 likes over there on TikTok. Thank you so much, you legends. Good night, James Erickson.
Harrison Bucker, Mikey Cheers, kicker of dreams through countless years. Trevor beams with cosmic light, positive vibes in endless fight.
Good evening to Brandon, Micah, K-Swag, D-Mac, Ray, all of you over there on TikTok. Thank you.
Junkwax vintage, chaos reigns, trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb, the past ignites an endless bomb. Torn edges, yellowed gloss, holy relics, double loss. Collectors scream, no retreat. This is our world, feel the heat.
Yeah.
Giggity, giggity.
Oh, you know it, Rob Richardson. Damn right, Mikey. I agree, Johnny Mesco. Shout out to Mikey1 for helping us out with those.
Torn edges, yellowed gloss, holy relics, double loss. Collectors scream, no retreat. This is our world. Feel the heat.
Gosh, that card is so good. 1990 Pro set, yes please. Shout out to all the new followers and subscribers tonight. Shout out to Caddy Jeremy Caldwell. Nice to have you tonight, you legend. Mikey 2, Johnny D, Boston, Bill Cormier, Trevor Taylor, Jeff Hansen, Ryan Fenger, Tim Hudson, James Erickson, Robert Parkinson, Danny Rendon, Cousin Vinny. I appreciate you all so much. Heck of a Wednesday night, you legends.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah? Oh, my. After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob. Oh, wow. I'm justifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
My dear friends, my family, my road dogs, damn right, Trevor Taylor. Shout out to Jim Cos. Shout out to Johnny Mesco. You know it, my man. Richard, welcome back, Mr. Blast Boogie. It is damn good to see you, my brother. We missed you. So sorry we missed you tonight, big man, but always understand when life comes first. But it is damn good to see you, Richard. Thank you for popping that handsome face in here, El Guapo. And my friends, my family, you know that this wonderful Wednesday from start to finish deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Oh, my God.
I am humble in general.
I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo! I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
dumbass.
There you go, you legends. Thank you so much for another wonderful Wednesday together. And I am chomping at the bit to be right back here with you tomorrow. Same junk time, same junk channel, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Sleep tight, you legends. We'll see you in the morning. Good night.